All right, guys. I just got to say one thing. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors. Thanks for vibing out with me just then.
Riding your wave.
Riding the wave. Oh, hey. Welcome back, guys. You know who I am. They call me Old Man Reggie, and they call this lovely lady over here
Younger Elvi.
We got to do that again. Not just joking. Younger Elvi. While she's like doing her hair. Younger Elvi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So today, guys, we have a show that we want to call Bars and Keys. Now, when I say bars and keys, please don't think about jail or illegal activities. What we are talking about is spitting bars, which is actually a thing that we say in hip hop. When we say spitting bars, originally it means that this person is really rapping, right? And bars are how you measure, I don't know how to say it, but bars is how you measure like rap lyrics.
Your weight.
It's not no, it's not exactly your rap lyrics, but it's like a measurement in music, your bars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're spitting bars, you're like basically to explain it very quickly and easily is basically when you're spitting bars, you are rapping really well, right? But not only are you doing that, you're also teaching someone something. So, for example, if someone says something that is really profound and really important, when I say profound, it means like it opens your eyes to something new. That means, oh man, they spitting bars. Or something that you say, oh yeah, that's right. I believe in that. He's spitting bars. She's spitting bars. Now, let's go to the other part. Keys. Major key. This is something I always say to my students when I want them to listen to something. I'll say, all right, guys, I'm giving you a major key. That means, think about what keys do. They unlock doors to opportunities, right? That's what they're saying. This is a major. So DJ Khaled always says major key. But before that, the song that I forget who sings the song, but the song that I was singing, keys, open doors, keys, open doors. That's basically what you're saying. Like keys, open doors, like a major key gives you opportunity to unlock your growth or opportunity for a job or anything like that, right? But Khaled, his major keys is supposed to be, it's not always, mostly it's not, but it's supposed to be like, listen to this, I'm saying something important that could help you down the line. So I like to say that to my students all the time. But for me, it's more about exams and not not their life. More is about, this is a major key. And they listen because they know this is probably going to be on the exam. So I should probably listen, right? So when I think of major keys, one major key that I learned from my father, from my dad, shout out dad, major key, it is what it is. One major key that I learned from my dad is think about what you're going to say before you say it, because you might regret or you might turn somebody else off about when it comes out in the wrong way. So that was one thing that I learned from him that I was like, that's a major key. He's spitting bars. Because yeah, you do need to think. You can't just haul off and say whatever you want to somebody. Think about what you want to say before you say it. And I think that's helped me a lot. I don't always do it now. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm out here like, what am I going to say? But it should be there at all times. Like, just think about what you want to say first, because you don't want to regret and you don't want to come off in the wrong way. That's a major key. I think parents give major keys most of the time.
I think my mom told me the same thing.
Yeah.
And my dad gave me major keys.
Yeah. He gave me major keys.
He gave me major keys.
Yeah.
He said, you have to, I guess overall it was similar, but he said you have to be thoughtful and you have to look at things in a grander scheme.
Right.
Instead of just being in your own emotions.
Absolutely.
And just, think for others and put yourself in others' shoes.
Right. Those are major keys. My father and my parents, my mom and dad also said that. A lot of people in my life have said that to me. It was like, think about how somebody else might feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you're maybe you're having an argument, or maybe you're like, why would they do that? But you got to be able to, we don't always do it, but we got to be able to put ourselves in other people's shoes, right?
Yeah.
That's a major key in life. You know what another major key in life is? Now, major keys also don't have to be so serious. They can be like silly, but they do help. One major key that I learned is, well, it doesn't work if you play basketball in them. But a major key that I learned to keep your shoes fresh and looking, smelling good is putting a dryer sheet in your shoes and your sneakers. It's a major key because they get all that moisture and stuff out. Now, if you play basketball in them, it doesn't work. They're just going to smell like that. But
Too bad.
Yeah, it's too bad. I know. But if you're not playing ball in them, you're walking around them. That's a major key. You putting dryer shoes in your sneakers, it gets all that moisture out, and it smells delicious. I mean, well, maybe not delicious, but
yeah, I was like,
okay, it's delicious. I mean, Air Jordan 11.
No,
There's a dryer sheet in it.
Their shoes.
Air Jordans are delicious. I'm sorry.
The outside, yes, not the inside.
So, like, when someone's spitting bars, also that means that they're saying a truth that you agree with, or you're like, that's profound, right? I'm trying to think of something where someone was spitting bars, and I was like, oh man! And remember,
Your teacher.
My teacher, or your teacher?
Your teachers.
My teacher's spitting bar, but I can't think of it right now though. And they've spit so many bars that
I think one guy did spit bars.
He was spitting bars?
He was spitting bars to me. One time when I was in England, I was 12. Yeah. He was probably 18, 19 or more older. I think we were on the train to another city.
Right.
And well, I was there to study at a language school.
Right.
And we were supposed to go on a trip with the whole like group, but I think I overslept, and he probably also did. I can't remember where he was not. Yeah. Anyway, so we were on the train. I forgot what we were talking about, but I only remember that sentence that he told me. He was spitting bars. He said, "Don't do things that you will regret." So similarly to what we just said, like you have to think it over and try to, evaluate. And,
no, absolutely.
Yeah, and then once you make that decision, just don't regret. Right. Even if it's, like you get hurt or whatever, just don't regret, because you made that decision at that point you thought was perfect for you.
Absolutely.
Because if you keep looking back, you're going to feel some type of way, and you're trapped in your past. Right. Yeah. And I just remember that sentence. That. Yeah.
Those are kind of core moments, core memories, really.
Yeah.
I was watching the other day. I was going on a YouTube binge because I'm an idiot. I wear a stupid hat every day. You heard. I was on YouTube the other day, and I was listening to this kid. I thought he was like, his face doesn't look like he's in his 40s, but I thought he was in his 40s. This kid was only 22, 23, and he's on YouTube. I think his YouTube is called like Mike in Africa or something like that. I don't know how I came up on it. Anyway, I came up on it, and he was spitting some bars. He said, he was saying like, he was talking about Black Americans, but you can extrapolate that out to the world. And he was saying like, things happen to us or Black Americans in our past. We don't need to forget those things, and we do need to deal with those things. But guess what? We can't let those things define us. We must continue to move on. We must continue to strive. We must continue to get better. And he was like, and we must look at people, not just Black people, but just people as being human beings and doing the right thing. Yeah. And I thought like, how old is this kid again? Like, because for me, that's what I always say. Like, as a Black American, I don't like, I understand what happened in my past, and I understand what is happening now. And I combat those things as they come. Right. But at the same time, I understand that we all live in this world together. Yeah. And we all got to exist together. And so because of that, like, I want to treat people and I want to help people the best way I can. I don't really care. Obviously, I have a little bit of a slant towards Black Americans. But if you're trying to do the right thing, I'm all for you. I don't care if you're from Taiwan, Thailand, Nigeria. What's another place? Antarctica. No one's from Antarctica.
Eskimos.
Aren't they from the Arctic though? They're like from up there, not heaven, but like, but I don't really care. Like, as long as you're trying to do the right thing or you're trying to advance yourself in some way, I'm with that. And I think that's how people should be. Spitting bars. Anyway, but when we talk about spitting bars, we're just saying that people are saying something that is profound or something that you can use in your life. And same with major keys, even though I don't know if Khaled's major keys are major key.
You loyal. What else did she say? What's your name? What did she say? Say my name?
I don't even remember the whole thing.
Did she say? I think he said that too.
You loyal. But
you pretty.
But you are, though. You are loyal and pretty.
Thanks. I know, right?
That's funny. That is like, we make a joke out about that, but they are major keys. You want to be with somebody who's like, the pretty part is whatever, that fades. But you do want to be with people that are loyal. You want to be with friends that are loyal. You want a partner that is loyal. That is a major key.
Yeah,
I do. Even though the way he was talking about it was like what? DJ Khaled? What is this man doing? What are you doing, Khaled? Dude, is this a major key or not? No, but yeah, those things I always say to my students as well. Like, I think we were talking about this morning, and I was talking about like a major key. Now, sometimes when I say major key, I'm only talking about, hey man, this is going to be on your exam, so you should pay attention. Take notes. That's also another thing. Take notes. This is a major key. That's those two things. You take notes and major key and spitting facts. They're kind of all run in the same vein, right? So one of the things that I always try to tell my students is like, you need to try your best to be a good person. But the major key is, don't let anyone run over you, though. Don't let anyone take advantage of you. Don't let anyone take your niceness for like you don't know shit. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes, like right now, they're only like 11 or 12. They probably are like, what? Some people get it. But at the same time, that's a major key. Be kind, but don't let people take advantage of you. Because people will try to take advantage of you. Major key for the listeners out there. I think you already know this stuff.
So I can say, take notes, major keys.
No, you don't have to say both of them together.
Oh,
just if you want to say one or the other, you can say take notes or take note. So, for example, Big says, relax and take note. While I can't say the rest of what he said. That's not part of. But that's basically is like, listen to what I'm about to say. Major key, also listen to what I'm about to say. I'm going to tell you something important. Spitting bars, you are saying something profound.
So I can say, major keys, you have to buy me ice cream every week, so that I'll be happy.
That's not how it works. Actually, no, that's not it at all. But I'll remember that. Take note.
Yeah, you have to take note. For you, that's
take note.
Yeah,
you gotta buy ice cream for every what? I can't even rap no more.
You can't spit bars.
I can't spit bars. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, looking at spitting bars, like that's exactly like what we talked about when someone was just rapping. Like, you're like, whoa, they spitting bars. Eminem spitting bars. Jay-Z spitting bars. Kendrick Lamar spitting bars. Drake, he used to spit bars.
Before Kiki.
Before he was calling people on the cell phone. You used to call me on my cell phone. But I ain't gonna front though. That's fire. It is fire.
No, I like those songs.
The song is great.
Like
but
songs.
Like he don't get me wrong, Drake can still like spit bars. He really still can rap.
He just chose the norm.
He just chose to make money, and I don't really blame him.
Yeah,
I don't blame him at all. But I wish that every once in a while he blesses us with a few verses. You're like, oh, okay, there you are, Drake. I knew you still had it. But yeah, geez, man, keys open doors,
and doors open keys.
I don't think that's how it goes. But okay, you spitting bars.
I got keys to your doors.
On that note, guys, we're gonna have to talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening.
See you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace, gods.